What is up, party people, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with another video we're going to check out today. This one is entitled Benefits of the Whole Phase. I haven't watched this yet, so let's dive into it, man.
You know you love me, and it's your girl Miko Love. Welcome to the M Word, everybody. Today I have somebody very special with me, like my big sister, Miss Jayana Crowley. Say hello.
Hello, it's me.
Okay, y'all, so we are just going to jump right into it. Today we are talking about benefits of a hoe phase, and we're talking about navigating niggas, and because...
Excuse me, I'm sick. I'm a little under the weather today, but we already know. We already know she's not a lady, right? First off the bat, not even 10 seconds into the video, she's already referring to black men as niggas. So already we know, where is it?
She belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets. I'm trying to tell you right now. And she's trying to she's going to try to justify this whole phase. I can already tell now. And her friend is right along with her.
I am so excited to have Jayana here because she's home, but she lives in a different state. So because I'm so happy to have her here, y'all will also get a gossip portion from her, and we're going to be discussing Insecure. And I know y'all have been watching, so we're going to be talking.
All that.
Okay, so let's get into it.
So I hope when she says insecure, she doesn't mean like the men are insecure, like it's okay for them to have this whole phase. Let's see.
So everybody puts a hoe phase in a negative connotation, right?
They put it in a negative connotation. The problem is that most of these women don't understand what it is that men want. We want purity, as pure as we can get it, right? As pure as we can possibly get it. And the more dudes you let lay on top of you, the less pure you are. Well, we're not flying. It's not.
So explain for you what that means.
So I think that a whole phase is, I don't think there's any negatives to it, honestly. Like, I feel like it's more so about learning yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're just kind of being adventurous. Like, you're figuring out what you like, what you don't like. You know what I mean? And
See, that's complete BS right there. So, Chris,
I told you that bitch crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, when you get with a person, your significant other, whoever that may be, you guys explore these things together. You learn your bodies together. You don't go exploring it with other guys and then expect him to be able to do what these other guys can do. You don't know. Men don't want that. Men don't want you to explore your sexuality before you get with them. Nobody wants a hoe. And if they do, they're not going to marry you.
in the opposite sex and the person that you want to date, like, you figure out what you like in niggas, what you don't like in niggas.
Right.
You know, you also figure out, like, what you like about yourself, what you don't like about yourself. I really feel like that's mostly, like, you know, what a whole phase is. I don't think that there's anything bad about it. You know, like, it's your time, you're single, you're not in a relationship. Like, it's your time to just be adventurous. And
Right.
I think it's something that everybody goes through, and if they don't, like, they should go through it.
I definitely think that you should go through your whole face period or whatever that means. It looks different for everybody. But I think that there should always be a period in time for everybody, but especially women, to really explore themselves.
So understand this too, ladies. If you get a man, like these two ladies, let's take them for example. It's going to be incredibly hard for them to find any guy that's going to take them seriously. Any guy at all is going to take them seriously, because any guy who is going to want to date them or anything of the sort, they're not going to take them seriously if they've seen this video. If they know that they've had 10, 15, 20 guys laying on top of them, sweating and grunting. No, that should be the name of their podcast, Sweating and Grunting. Because it's ridiculous. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to think of that. So,
Like you said, what they do like about themselves, what they don't,
no,
what
man.
they want to work on. Because you just see things change. You see things change in the people that you attract, and the opportunities that you may attract. Things just kind of change when you learn yourself in different aspects. So when we're speaking of hoe phase, it doesn't always mean sex.
Yeah.
It can just mean exploring yourself what you're looking for in that moment of time. But and also have safe sex. Okay.
Sex.
These are just nasty ladies, just nasty. It's, you know, there's nothing virtuous about these ladies, and that's another trait that men love. You know, they love women who are loving, who are attractive, who have a sense of humor. You know, it seems like these ladies have a sense of humor. It seems like they're friendly and they're social, but they're not virtuous. You know, and protecting your body, protecting your womb, protecting your purity, it's important to men. Very important to men. And apparently no one has taught these two ladies this. And I hope everyone within the sound of my voice understands this. It's not okay.
It's the best sex, okay?
Right.
Don't have no kids like me.
So, okay, so do you feel like you're at the point where you're having amazing sex?
Yes. So, I don't want to say like absolutely like that, right? Because like I don't have consistent sex, you know. Like I go long periods of time without having sex. Like I will not have sex for like several months on end.
Okay.
But when I do have sex, yes, in the head.
Okay.
And not with everybody. I think you have to have sex like with the right person for sure. Like some people know what they're doing, some people don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And I think it is important that you kind of like get those people who know what they're doing.
See, that's wait a minute.
You know what I mean?
Okay, see, there it is. I stopped a little early. You got to get those people who know what they're doing, right? So if you were pure and your man was pure, you wouldn't have anything to compare him to. That's part of the problem. This is the problem with relationships today, is that, say there's one guy who's just really amazing at sex, just really amazing. He can get it going, but he's one of those guys that they call him F-boys. He's just jumping around from girl to girl. He's had like 50 women, but he's amazing. No guy can even come close to him. Those 50 women are ruined because they're all going to compare their significant others to Long Johnson Jimmy. They're going to compare him, and they're going to have the thoughts of him in their heads, and that's not what you want. When you start a journey together for life, sex is a part of that journey. It's buying a house. It's going shopping together. It's having kids together. It's sharing the same religious beliefs. It's painting together. It's gardening together. It's exploring your bodies together. You shouldn't have done that with somebody else first. That's the problem. I understand in this day and age that a lot of people have already done it. But where's the exploration to this? Together. So you wouldn't know what you're missing out on if you've only had one person. That one person to you would be the world, would be amazing. Ignorance is bliss.
Like hold on to those people. Like, okay, I'll keep you around. You know what I mean? Because there's so many out there who just like don't know what they're doing. But I definitely.
Wow.
I feel like I've had amazing sex for sure. Like
She belongs to the streets.
if I close my eyes right now, I feel like dangerous.
See, there it is right there. Exactly what we're talking about. Most men know that feeling. She could close her eyes right now if she can imagine being with the other guy. She's closing her eyes and she's like, oh, wow, I can imagine being with the other guy. Who's to say she's not doing that when she's with her man? Who's to say? Like, nobody. It's just so bad. It just can go wrong in so many ways. Like they touched on it. Children can come out of this. STDs can come out of this. Pair bonding is damn near non-existent at this point. And it's sad. It's very sad.
I have flashbacks. Flashbacks are crazy, y'all. Like I'm mad. I'll be like, okay,
Let me get myself together. Like, ooh. Okay, when you talk about holding on to people, I realize that that's something that I've done.
Yeah.
When I first got to college, I wasn't super, like, experienced. I still don't consider myself super experienced. I just know what I'm doing. But,
Wow.
what I would do in college was I would find somebody, like, this you one time.
Okay.
And I was like consistently just messing with him or whatever.
Yeah.
And that taught me like a lot just
Yeah.
about myself. Like I was just like, oh, this is like really cool because we have an understanding, we have an agreement.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's just cool. It's just, for me personally, it was better that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sad. It's sad to see these things. It's sad to know that these type of women exist. And it's, like I said, it's going to be incredibly hard for these women to find a quality value man. Now, they'll find like Pookie or Ray Ray. We say it all the time. You know, there's just like the hood names you throw out there, Pookie and Ray Ray. They'll find their Pookies and Ray Rays, probably. But they won't find the high quality, the high value, the high moral guys. They won't find them. They won't. And that's the sad part, is that they don't understand and they don't see it. And they're not going to see it until it's too late, which is crazy in and of itself. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Remember to hook us up with that subscribe and like the video as well if you want to see more content like this. And excuse me. And we'll see you in the next one. Deuces.